Hello children. So today in this video we'll learn the difference between rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay, so the rational numbers which already you read in your earlier classes also. What are rational numbers? The numbers of the form p upon q. Okay, the numbers of the form p upon q where p and q are integers. Fine. So here p and q can be any integer, and the condition is q should not be equal to 0. So these type of numbers we called as rational numbers. Okay, here p and q can be integers and q should not, this denominator should not be equal to 0. Fine. If suppose if you are having p as 5 and q as 0, then it will be undefined. 5 by 0 will be undefined. Okay, wherever in the denominator, whenever you have 0, then that will be undefined. Okay, so suppose if I have 5 by 12. Okay, so this is a rational number since 5 and 12 are integers and 12 is not equal to 0. Here we don't have a 0 also. These two are integers, as you all know. Now the other example is minus 8 by 19. This also we can call it as rational number. It doesn't matter whether negative or positive sign, because in integers we have got all negative numbers, positive numbers. Okay, so here minus 8 and minus 8 and 19, these are integers, and here 19 is not equals to 0, so we call this as rational number. So any numbers you can take, like p you can take any integer, q you can take any integer. Okay, just it should not be equal to 0. Fine. Now every integer can be written as, suppose if I have a integer 8, okay, or minus 7 or minus 6, something like these integers if I'm having, then obviously these integers are also rational numbers, because 8 can be written as 8 by 1, minus 7 can be written as minus 7 by 1, minus 6 can be written as minus 6 by 1. So any integer can be written as that integer divided by 1. So every integer is a rational number. Fine everybody, I hope you understand. Now you might get a doubt that p upon q form are rational numbers, but what about fractions? Fractions are also same, it's of p upon q form, but what's the difference between rational numbers and fractions? Here in rational numbers, p upon q, p and q are integers, fine, whereas in fractions we have p and q as natural numbers. Okay, so here we can have any negative, because integers we are having all negative numbers, positive numbers including 0, whereas in natural numbers you are having 1 to infinity. Okay, so the difference is here p and q are integers, whereas in fractions p and q are natural numbers. Fine. So now you can express this rational numbers p upon q as terminating decimals or as recurring decimals. Okay, so what are terminating decimals? Terminating decimals, already you have seen this also, terminating decimals. So here what do you have? What are terminating decimals? In order to express a fraction, this p by q form, in order to express this in decimal form, we divide p by q. Fine. So after infinite number of steps, no remainder is left, then we call it as a terminating decimal. Okay, for example, suppose if I have 1 by 4. Okay, so let us divide this 1 by 4. 1 you have to divide with 4. Okay, so 4, this is the 1 is smaller number, so let us take here 0 point and 0 over here. So 4 2s are 8, then 10 minus 2, 10 minus 8 will be 2, then again one more 0, 4 5s are is 20. Okay, so after few steps you are getting 1 by 4 as 0.25. Fine. So this kind of decimals, this 0.25, this kind of decimals we call it as terminating decimals. Okay, because here till 25 only we got the remainder as 0. Fine everybody. So in the same way you have got many examples. Okay, now the next one is recurring decimal. Okay, recurring decimal, or you can say as repeating decimal. So here recurring decimals. So what are recurring decimals? A decimal in which a digit or a set of digits repeats continually then it is called repeating or recurring or periodic or circulating. Okay, there are four names of this decimal. Suppose if I have, for example, 1 by 3. Okay, so this 1 by 3, how can I express, how can I just divide this 3, then here 0 point, here 0 I am putting, then 3 3s is 9, then again 1 is remaining, then again 0, 3 3s is 9, then again 1, then again I am putting 0, then 3 3s is 9, so again 1, then again 0. So it is just going on, it is just going on like this only, no, it's not stopping over here. So a decimal in which a digit, here one digit, so 0.333, how can you write 0.333 so on? Okay, so 0.333 so on we are getting. Okay, still after 3 digits also it's not stopping. Okay, again it's still going on. So what, a decimal in which a digit, here 3 is the digit which repeats continually. Okay, this digit is repeating continually, so this we will call it as recurring or repeating decimal. Fine. So over here what we will do, if one digit is repeating, like over here 3 is repeating. Okay, so 0.3 bar will write upon 3, will just place the bar. Okay, either bar or else 0.3 dot also you can put. Okay, but usually you will put a bar only. So in the same way, suppose if 3 digits are repeating, no, 2 digits are repeating, like 1.838383 so on. If it is like that, then 1.83 bar. This is the way you're writing. Fine. So this is nothing but recurring decimal. So you understood the difference, like what are terminating decimals, what are recurring decimals. So the next one is, now children, the next topic is irrational numbers. Okay, what are irrational numbers? Now whenever you're expressing a number in decimal form, an irrational number can be expressible as a non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. Okay, so just now you have seen what are terminating decimals and recurring decimals. Okay, now in irrational number, the decimal should be of the form which can be expressible as non-terminating. It should not be a terminating decimal and it should not be a repeating decimal. Fine. So every non-terminating and non-repeating is irrational. Okay, so here you see here, suppose if I have one example 0.10110 1110, then 1110 something, and so on. Okay, so this decimal number I'll call it as irrational. Why it is irrational? Because it doesn't end. Okay, which doesn't end we call it as non-terminating, which ends we call it as terminating, because here after finite steps it stopped. Okay, it ends 0.25, until here only we are having answer. But over here in rational numbers, irrational numbers, the decimals which doesn't end, the decimals which are non-terminating. Okay, so the one condition is that one. And so here which doesn't end, it is just going on like that. That's why we are calling it as irrational number. Okay, so this is the first example. Now like this only, in the same way you have got many examples. Okay, suppose if I have 21221 2221 so on. Okay, so this is also an irrational number because it doesn't end, it is just going on like this so on. And the next thing is, it doesn't repeat any pattern. What are repeating decimals? Repeating decimals are nothing but like one digit, two digits will be repeating with some pattern. Okay, but over here there is no pattern. Like 21 is over here, then 221, then 2221. It is like that. Okay, it is not like a 24 24 24 24. It is not like this. Okay, if it is like this, then 24 or 24 24 is repeating. That's why we can write 0.24 bar. So this will be repeating decimal. Okay, so we should have over here in irrational numbers non-repeating decimals. Okay, if 0.24 bar is there, then we will call it as rational number. Okay, but in this case 0.21 221 2221, 2 is repeating, this 2 digit is repeating, but it doesn't have any pattern, right? suppose if we have 2 1 2 1 2 1 like that, then in that case we would have called this as rational number. 0.21 bar we would have written. Okay, so here there is no pattern forming and it is just going on like that, it's so on. So in this case it is called irrational number. Okay, so these are irrational numbers. And the next is like the square root of every non-perfect square is irrational. Okay, suppose if I have a non-perfect square, root 2, root 3, root 4 is a perfect square, then root 5, root 6, root 7, like that, root 8, whatever we are having non-perfect square, that all are irrational numbers. Okay, now what is the value of root 2? Root 2 value is nothing but 1.4142 and so on. Okay, which is clearly non-terminating and non-repeating, so we can say root 2 as irrational number. Okay, now the next is the cube roots of non-perfect cubes are also irrational. Okay, the cube roots means cube root 2, then cube root 3, cube root 4, cube root 5, cube root 6, all are irrational numbers. Okay, so cube roots of non-perfect cubes, then square root of non-perfect squares, all are irrational numbers. Okay, because clearly, you know, they are non-terminating and non-repeating. Fine. And the last is you can see the pi value. Pi is also irrational number. Why? Because pi is nothing but 3 point, what is the value of pi? 3.1416 and so on. So this is also non-terminating and non-repeating, so therefore we can call pi as irrational number. Okay, now when pi equals to 22/7, then this 22/7 we can call it as rational number. Okay, this 22/7 can be rational number, but what about like 22/7 is actually what? 3.1416, so on, so that will be irrational. Okay, so I hope you guys understood the difference between rational numbers and irrational numbers.